leave single mothers alone. Um, I was having a conversation with one of my peers last night, and her and I, we've gone back years ago, like years. We've known each other for maybe 14 years or so. And we used to date. Now, she's a single mom or whatnot. So we're going back, and she has this flowy mentality of like, oh, everybody can do whatever they want. Everybody can be whatever they want. Everybody's different. Meanwhile, she tries to apply this, oh, you put people in boxes. Oh, you like to make generalizations. And so we go back and forth on that, right? And then at the end of the conversation, she tries to make it seem like, oh, I'm saying the same thing you're saying, when we're clearly not saying the same thing. That we're not saying the same thing. You don't have any boundaries and restrictions, or you believe, but actually, in actuality, you do have them, and you apply your mentality onto other people, while at the same time trying to say I shouldn't apply my mentality or constraints and put people in boxes, whereas she does. It is a box thing that everybody can do whatever they want and so on. So, well, one of the pointers I said was, all right, bluebirds fly with bluebirds, or blue jays, and red birds fly with red birds, whatever. And she automatically thought racism, right? Which is fine, because one of the main people who ever used that I know of is Muhammad Ali, and he was talking about race separation, and he was not like a Martin Luther King. He was more so with Malcolm X, where they wanted to be separate. They didn't want to integrate. They were fine with segregation. They just didn't want the financial consequences of it. Excuse me, the financial consequences of segregation at that time came with the cost with your life. And anytime you try to make a move up, people could literally take your life without any consequence. And then also, you were always given the lesser of any equipment or options. Whatever. Moving on. So one of the things I said to her was, okay, how many single mothers do you know? She said, I think 3, but I'll have to get back to you with that. And then I said, okay, how many, and like we're talking about my generation, like our class, like our high school class and whatnot. How many married with children do you know? She said, no. She said with the single mother, she just said 3, just to say 3. She knows more single mothers. She just wants to say that, because what women love to do is they love to do the whole, oh, you're beautiful, all women are queens, oh, let's unite. So she definitely are in those, oh, I'm a single mother group people. She definitely is, but she's just gonna say 3. So then, because that's just how women have conversations. That's how they debate or whatever. So then, this is kind of disingenuous, but whatever. So then I tell her, okay, I ask her, how many married with children do you know? She goes, she thinks about it. Then she says, I'll get back to you with that. And so I go ahead and I tell her, ask me the same questions. She says, how many single mothers do you know? I say, I can list off 20 to 25 right now, depending on how long you really want me to think. I can list off 20 to 25. You are one of them, by the way. And then she asked me, how many are married with children? I said 3. I can definitely tell you 3 right now that you know and I know. 3, and I told her, yeah. So men in their 20s and 30s, leave these single moms alone. Leave them alone. If they didn't work out with their first man, they're not gonna work out with you. And I just told one of my buddies, I've talked about him on here a couple of times, about how he's bought a dog for $2,000 for some girl. Now he met the worst girl of them all. He met this one girl who has 2 kids by 2 different men and is now living with a 3rd man. And I just asked him 2 days ago, where are her children, by the way, that she has the freedom or the time, because her kids have to be young. Around this age that we're at, I'd say the oldest a kid probably should legally be, right, around 8, I'm 28, so I'd say about 10, 11, something like that, right? If you know, start having kids at 18, assuming. If you start having at 15, they might be, if hopefully you have a dad and you didn't have to do that. But if you start having them at 15, it might be like 13, 14, you know? So I just asked her, like, you know, what's going on? And, you know, what's going on? Excuse me. Blah, blah, blah. I'm so sorry. I don't know why I had such a big brain fart right now. Wow, I'm having a terrible brain fart. So yeah, back to my friend. I asked him what's going on with the children. Sorry. I had such a big whoop. So where are her kids? He says, I actually don't know. So he went and asked, you know, try to infer, you know? And he said that the men have custody of the kids. And so I go, whoa. That is so unheard of for the men to have the custody of the children. That is so unheard of. Whoa. That's rare. That's not a common thing. Yeah, men can have custody. Like my dad's oldest brother had custody. But then when you look at the women, you go, oh, that makes sense. Like literally, girls out here kind of have to have lost a leg or something, and in a strap jacket for the courts to give the dad the custody. So anytime I hear that, I gotta look at the woman. I'm like, let's see what's really going on here, you know, because that's rare. Because women have definitely be in there crying, bawling their eyes out, talking about how they can be a part. All right, I like to run inside and get the gas. I know the guy in there. Anyways, so I've been joking with my buddy, you know, like, hey, you know, you want to take her on a couple of dates, that's fine, you know, have a good time. But she's literally been masterfully leading him on, because I've told him this, dude, you're a simp. He's a simp. And we just did the math. I'm like, dude, you've either given her or spent in total with this woman $500. This is something I've been trying to do for him when it comes to the girls he goes and interacts with, because he spends thousands of dollars on women without getting any results. We're not even talking about, like, we can't even get to the relationship. You can't even get some action. Let's just leave it at that. Talk less of getting actual relationship from these women. These women dangle the hopes of him getting some bedroom action, dangle, their attention with him. And so he spends thousands of dollars for these women just basically to talk to him, to be nice to him, to somewhat be nice, because they're still very much contentious with this man, very much mean. He'll stand up for some of these girls and they'll still turn around and treat him like trash. The other baby mama, because this is not the first time he's dealt with a baby mama. Other baby mama he dealt with, he had a 2-year lease with her. He had her credit on his credit cards. This is a man that's my age, 28. Had her on his credit cards, had her on his insurance. She was only working part-time, he was working full-time, and he would take her kid to school, bring her home, cook for the kid. Meanwhile, this girl will go to work at night for 4 hours at a wonderful, amazing Home Depot. By the way, I love Home Depot. All right, I'm done with gas. 1 second. All right, let's get to work. I love this gas station because it's the cheapest gas. And they literally have a sign that says, cheapest gas, guaranteed. If you get it anywhere cheaper, bring your receipt back and we'll give you a difference discount. So I don't know how you do that, because are you gonna carry it around like a gallon to swap the gas? I don't know, whatever. But so yeah, so this guy, right, has done all of these things for this woman, take care of her kid. He's gotten emotionally attached to the kid, to the actual child. And then while they're in a relationship, she then stops messing around with him in the bedroom. He asked her, look, all I need you to do is help her out with the house, just clean a little bit, maybe cook sometimes. She absolutely refused to do stuff like that. And then, next you know, he's calling me talking about, hey yo, my girl hugging and kissing a guy in front of my house. Because he's got he's one of these guys who's got Ring cameras, and he could be like, hey Siri, where's my remote controller? Hey Siri, this and that. Hey Siri, turn on the lights. Hey Siri, start the microwave. He could do that kind of stuff. He likes that stuff. So he's a IoT, Internet of Things, making his home look really nice. So this girl broke up with him, wasn't giving him no action, was being emotionally abusive, distant, and he's still doing everything he's been doing for the daughter, for them. And now she's bringing around men, going on dates, and coming, being dropped off. And I told this guy, dude, you gotta get her out of there before next you know, she on top of your bed with some new man. You really messed up, And this is when I started being in this life heavy. I was in my own relationship for 3 years. And so I wasn't really in this life. We met up once a year or so. But if I was there, we would never have gone to this point where a girl's racking up thousands of dollars on your credit card. This man has no debt. Only debt he has no mortgage. He has no car loan. Only debt he has is $47,000 in credit card debt. And I know how he got there. Buying $2,000 puppies for girls. Even when this girl I'm telling you guys about left him, finally officially left, she luckily left. She luckily signed to leave. She didn't have to. She wasn't obligated. She could stay there for 2 years because her name was on the lease. This is why, men, I keep telling you guys, you need to learn or figure out a way to make your future wife a tenant. When a tenant leaves, she don't supposed to be able to take your house. She can maybe try to sue you because she slipped and fell or whatever, black mold, whatever. But they shouldn't be able to just take your home. And I don't mean tenant in a disrespectful way. Tenants are great people. However, what the landlord does is ensure that there's a roof over your head, it's safe living, there are no rats and cockroaches. It's a nice living quarters, decent. And the tenant, your future wife or girlfriend, adds on, pays a monthly fee, right? Keep that power balance. If you change it up, If you change it up, you're in trouble, you know? And Africans have always said this. Any relationship that's ever been successful was like this. Women don't marry male tenants. They marry male landlords. So figure out how to keep your power as a landlord. A tenant doesn't come in your home and now tells you what to do, right? Women always marry up. They don't marry down. So regardless of what woman comes on here and puts on the comments, oh, you're misogyny and all da. Shut up and go sit down. Why? Because that's how you behave. You don't look for men on your level or lower than you. I've asked every woman in my family, cousins, would you marry a man that work at McDonald's? They always say no. They don't know where I'm about to go. Because they'll start talking about men and start talking dating. And then I'll just, from a distance, hey, would you marry a man that work at McDonald's? Oh, you know you're 28, right? This is when I was 24. Oh, you know you 30, right? Right? You do know that, right? So I'm the only person you can marry. Because I'm the only person who meet these financial things that you want. You know, but back to my friend. So she left. Immediately. She had a car accident. This is like her third car accident in the relationship. Luckily for this one, it wasn't on his insurance, so he dodged a bullet. But his dad is upset because behind every one of these misbehaving women are simpage, terrible fathers. Which is incredible because it's like you went through whatever you went through and you still don't connect the dots. Her dad was a single dad. Her dad, single dad, been divorced, got 2 baby mamas. And you would think he'd be like, oh, you know what? I realized what had happened. And no, this man turns around and says, you're a little too, because they had a heart-to-heart at some point. I'm just telling you guys this to show you that even the men there are men out there who don't seem to care to support. So he turns around and goes, because they had a heart-to-heart, goes, oh, you're too mean. You should learn how to be more lenient and patient. Lenient and patient? She broke up with me like months ago. We're talking about, this is June. She broke up with me months ago, was living in my house, in our house. Wasn't doing anything. And she's finally home. Why should she still be on my insurance? My insurance, my car insurance, on my credit cards. This man, in his simpage ways, at the end of the day, he still keep contacting and talking to this girl. And one day, they on the phone talking, and she gets to a point where I don't know what she said to this man. She must have started singing, I put a curse on you. Next you know, he sends her $500. This is one of the funniest things in my life. So he sends her $500. You know, which is hilarious back then because I'd be like, hey, yo, by the way, I need 100. Could you help me out? You know, sends her $500. You know, I'm making jokes about it and being light about it, but honestly, at that time, I was so pissed. I was so angry. How can you send a woman $500? And then after he does all that, an hour later, he asks her, oh, by the way, where are you driving to? Because this entire time, she's been driving. Months later, we come to realize where she was driving to. Her first baby was mulatto, white and black. Her second baby that she now came to have was mulatto. She called him, this is in midsummer, she called him out around November and said she was pregnant. And we get on her Facebook and stuff, you know, like, he's doing it, I'm not doing it, I don't care. I was depressed going through my own stuff, trying to get myself back together. She had found another white dude. This is a black woman. For all these people who talking about when black men get money, they go to white women, which is not true. There's only maybe like 10%, 20% at most of black men who actually date outside. Most of us stay with our women. And this guy, when you look at him, he don't look like he's any better than my friend. He actually does look like a downgrade. He's much fatter. You know, oh my God, body positivity, whatever. He's He's much larger, and he worked at Target. Meanwhile, my friend is an engineer. Oh, love doesn't come. Whatever. Go sit down. Go sit down. Go sit down. Love doesn't. It's not about money. It's not. Love comes in different shapes and sizes. Go sit down. Go sit down. Because I definitely know the attention I get versus the attention I don't get when I'm bigger or not successful. I definitely know. The women, you don't have any clue how it is, what it feels like to be a man. So don't get on my comments, because you just talking about stuff you don't know. You don't know the struggle out here. This man I'm talking about, he's a good guy. He's a great guy. He's a nice man. I'm tying my shoes, guys. He's a good guy. He's a nice man. He's an engineer. He makes decent money. And then I got him working a side job. He's created a side job, like a side, like he's now accomplished, you know, doing his own gig. He's successful. So why is he chasing after single moms? You know, there are just so many single moms that, yeah, you will run into them. Like, I know, I talk to maybe 2 single moms, but they all know that. Well, first of all, I talked to them, and I could have been going out with them and stuff, but I really just talked to them for the company of communicating. I haven't, and I've delayed, like I've said, well, yeah, we could go out or something like that. And then I intentionally delay it. Even the ones back home, right? Because I grew up in Alabama. When I come in town to visit my family, I don't let any of them know I'm there. And then when I'm gone, I'll post the Facebook pictures. They're like, oh, you were here? Oh, you were here? Oh my God, you were here? Like, yeah, I was here. Yeah, I was here. And you know me, the single baby moms I talk to are attractive. They're very attractive. It's tempting. But I always dodging it, you know, dodging it. But in them lonely nights where video games just can't get it, hey, you doing good? Yeah, I'm doing good. Why? Because they don't got nothing else to do. All they're doing is feeding their baby, you know. Oh yeah, I'm doing good. How you doing? Oh yeah, we should meet up. And we'll make this whole fantasy of us meeting up and going on a date and having a good time, and then we'll just leave it there. When I wake up the next day and I look at the text message, I'm like, whoo. I literally have dreams of paying child support. I have dreams of having a broken, like, nightmares. When I say dreams, I mean nightmares. I have nightmares of having broken families. I have nightmares of being a single baby father. I don't want to be that. I don't want to be that. I'm already black, so I'm already supposed to go to jail and be a thug and do all this. I don't want to be like, oh yeah, that's my baby mama, to random people. Oh yeah, this is my kid. In like 10 years, when I'm just meeting random new people, like, or whatever, and I'm the baby father, a single dad. I don't want to be that. That's not me. I can't do that. I want all my children and all my wives right where they need to be, and they all know I'm their father, and they understand there's a structure and there's consequences and repercussions for acting certain ways, so they'll be raised to be good citizens of whatever community I'm living in, and they'll be hardworking, hopefully grow up to strive to work and go to school and then work 2 jobs and just be good people, you know, not like me and my friend here, I was telling you guys about in the beginning, that I asked her, like, how many wives and with children do you know versus how many single moms. Like, I told her, I'm glad that didn't do anything, because she's over there. We had 2 main arguments. She was over there before all this. She was over there. I told her, hey, I saw you and your daughter at the Pride rallies. And I didn't go any further. I just left it there. But I'm going to go further today. I'm going to go further right here. What I was getting at was, oh, you were at a Pride rally and stuff like that, right? Uh-huh. Don't you, and I told her this part, but don't you think that's a little too young to be taking your child out to stuff like that? That'd be like taking my kids out to Black Panther rallies and like real Black Panther rallies, like fist bumping at 5, 6 years old. The kid's only 6, so at that time she was like maybe 5 at most. She got a poster talking about, you know, saying whatever propaganda for gay people. How does your kid know that maybe she wants to just like men? Your kid for the next 10, 15 years is gonna promote that against, unknowingly, against the success of her having a marriage and children. Because when she meets heterosexual men, she's gonna promote that. She's gonna spend years, either first she'll start liking a guy, break up, then go into lesbianism, or leave it, or go into that first, spend several years, then go and become start dating men. Just like my other best friend just hit me up the other day talking about there's, by the way, Buka, you need to sit down. I'm 30 now, and I just want to let you know, for the first time I just slept with a man, and I loved it. Oh, by the way, I love giving. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. You would never have guessed that this lesbian woman, who has swore up and down she don't like men, who still swears that she don't know if she want kids, will be telling me she like to give the whoa, 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 whoa. Because I just don't want to think about it. Because this is one of my closest female friends who swears all she likes is female booty. You know? She just hit me up 2 weeks ago now and asked me for advice of how she should go with this man. And I told her, this is not the man for you. If you really do like men, or think about liking men, don't think about this as like, this is, oh, I just like this person. Think about that you actually do like men, because you just said that you like, so whoa, 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 whoa. She literally said she liked to, whoa, whoa, whoa. I've never heard, I mean, I've heard it, but I never would thought I would have heard a girl who likes girls say she actually enjoys giving whoa, 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 whoa. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you just don't know what I'm talking about. So she went through exactly what I'm telling you about. She thought she was, you know, oh, open-minded, she like gay, she want to do this, she want to do that, you know, oh, fluidity, oh, you know, I'm not supposed to be with a guy. Next thing you know, she's clapping cheeks. She is clapping cheeks. She is clapping cheeks. Like, it's natural. Like, it's like she was born a woman to do that, you know? And so I'm telling her, you need to, like, this is not the guy. He's lived his life. You're trying to do that bad, like, I want to fix the bad guy thing. Leave him alone. He's not the one. You need, like, you waste, I told her, you play games in your 20s. So these next 5 years, think about actually seriously being married with a man and having children. Because that's what your mom wants you to do, first of all. She's adamant. And she's not just when you have kids for her. She, like, you and your mom have a bond. You and her, raised single mom, you know? I don't want you to be like, I want you to actually have a man in the family that you raise your child with. Don't wait till you're 38. Then you wake up and call me like you did today and tell me about how you really want children now. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Learn, grow. So that's the conversation we had. So now back to my friend. This is what I'm basically like asking her without asking her, because these so-called women who think about, who say that everybody should be able to say what they want to say and think how they want to think and live how they want to live. We shouldn't put people in boxes. Be the most contentious, argumentative people who you can't just say whatever you want to say. You can't just do, you know, express whatever you want to say. So I got to tiptoe around her and try to ask her certain questions to get her to think without upsetting her, because she's just so freeing and loving that everybody just can say and do whatever they want to do and say around her. So anyways, Then the other argument we had was she said that her daughter doesn't like to eat. The daughter only likes to eat pizza and chicken nuggets and burgers or whatever. And then she told me she has to make 2 meals, and then she listed off what she was cooking for herself. She was cooking like grilled chicken with 3 types of vegetables, with like sweet potatoes. I'm like, that is what she's supposed to eat. But no, she won't eat it. She won't eat it. I've tried to put barbecue sauce, and I said, she didn't say barbecue, she said barbecue seasoning, but she tried to put barbecue sauce to make her eat. She's already underweight. You see how she's already manipulative? She's already trying to like negate what I'm trying to do here. And so we came back to him like, ain't no way she gonna be eating wings and chicken nuggets and pizza all day. She got to eat those greens and stuff. You're setting her up for failure. These are things she's going to have to correct in the future. She's going to have to soul search, self-discipline, learn how to correct it. Like, and even if a child later on doesn't want to eat the Brussels sprouts, they'll know that they should. And then in time, they'll come back to it. But this woman won't know she should eat that until she's 400 pounds eating pizza. And then when you talk to her, she's like, oh, I just want to gain muscle. I don't want to lose weight. I just want to gain muscle. This is literally what my friend was saying, because she is that size, and she's already set her daughter to be just like her, to be a big woman who don't want to create a family, who want to live against nature by herself and raise a kid by herself to then create another one of these, like one of the questions the daughter asked was like, because the daughter is a mulatto, she's black and white, am I allowed to celebrate Black History Month? Immediately I saw her post it. So last time we had a conversation, when I got on the phone with her and I heard her voice, I said, hey, happy, because her daughter, apparently her daughter said, because she's brown, I said to her daughter, happy Brown History Month. I went immediately to it. Why? Because I need her to understand that she can, and I need her to know why she can, and I need to make sure she understands it. I'm not gonna play around with her. But her mama is making this cool like presentation slide, and how can I best help you digest this? No. This is what happened. It's fine. White people aren't necessarily all evil or whatever, but you understand when you go to school, you might get these kind of views and this might occur. We need to have that conversation. But anyways, men in their 20s and 30s, leave these single moms alone. I'll do a bigger part to it when I'm heading home if I feel that, if I have the energy, and if I feel like there's something, if I think that there's more I should add on to this, then I will. Because I have so many different stories, and there really are way more baby mamas out here. Like you have to like move them out the way, and for you to say, oh, leave the baby mamas alone, women will come out here and say to you, oh, what's wrong with baby mama? Oh, you don't like your mama black, your sister black, your cousin black, your da black, da black. I'm pretty convinced if I say I don't like pizza, oh, what's wrong with pizza? Your sister black, your mama black, your grandma black, your daddy black. They be saying that for any reason, No, don't date a single baby mama. If as a man, if you don't have a child already, don't start up somebody's save PlayStation 5 game. I heard that for the first time like 10 years ago. Dating a single woman is like starting somebody's saved Xbox game. Don't do that. Start your own game, start your own campaign, create your own characters, and try your best to get through this country, together. I gotta get out of here.